Assalamu alaikum. Make sure you watch the previous video in the series before you get to this one.
All right, excellent. Let's go on to this next letter. Which one is this with the dot on top? Which one is this with the dot on top, guys?
Kha.
Kha. Very good, Max. So it's the kha, and it's like he has a crown, right? He has a crown. He's the khink, and he has a crown. That's how we remember that this is kha. Okay, now what we're going to do with these is we're going to find out what happens when they connect to the next letter. So what you'll notice is that they will keep the top half, okay? They will keep the top half, and the tail here, or the belly part, that's going to get eaten up, okay? So if we look at the next word here, what we find is we see the top half of these letters, okay? And then we see the next letter, which is tha. Okay, so what letter is this? What do you think this is? Okay, this little claw, right? It looks like a claw, like a bird claw almost. What is that? That is ha. All right, and the reason I know it's ha is because it's the top half of the letter ha, and there are no dots. If there was a dot, then it could be jim or kha. But because there's no dot, that's going to be ha. All right, that's going to be ha. So this is ha. And then tha, ha. So everyone say ha, tha.
Ha.
Tha.
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 Very good. So then we have the tha with the 3 dots, and that is a letter that we've done now. Okay. The next word here is kha. Okay. The next word starts with the letter kha. Now, how did I know that that was kha? Any ideas, Nia? Any ideas?
Because it has the dot.
Because it has the dot on top. And how did I know that it could be kha? Besides the dot, how do I know it's not noon, for example?
Oh, because it's the top of the kha.
It's the top of the kha. See, it has that kind of, it looks like a bird claw to me. You know, like a little chicken foot. It kind of looks like that to me, right? Or a beak. You would call it a bird's beak, right? It kind of looks like that. It kind of opens up like that. And so that is the jim or the ha or the kha, depending on the dot. Okay? And then we have this letter with 1 dot underneath. And what is that, Nia?
Ba.
Very good. So together, all together, kha ba. Repeat after me.
Kha.
Kha. Ba.
Excellent. The next one. Now this one, we have the same little bird's beak here, and underneath we have the dot. So what's that, Max? What do you think? What letter is that?
That would be jim.
Excellent. The next one?
Ta.
Excellent. Jim ta. Very good. The next word. All right, so this one we have a line on top which owns the 2 dots here. So Rehan, you enjoy these. I'm going to give it to you. Rehan, what's the 2 dots on top?
Ta.
Very good. And then we have our bird's beak with no dot. So which one is that?
Ha.
Ha. Very good. And then we have the last letter here. What's that?
Ta.
Very good. So together it's ta, ha, ta. Does that make sense, Rehan?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna practice it. We're gonna practice it because you seem like you're getting it. You seem like you're getting it.
Oh, I just wanted to, you had mentioned in an earlier class about when I asked about that it was like the cut off piece, and I was trying to remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when it's kind of on top, then we start with whatever letter is on top. So this line on top, it represents a letter, and the way we know the letter is by the dots. And so this line has these 2 dots on top, which makes it ta.
But it's kind of similar to a smaller version of what we saw earlier that was a gaf, I think.
So the kaf would look like this. The kaf would look really big. You see how big it is and wide it is? It covers the whole line from top to bottom. So kaf is huge. The kaf, he takes his space.
But you know, the very top row, the second one from the right.
This one.
Yeah, next to the lam alif. Yes.
This one.
Yes.
So this one is a lam. All right, we're going to see more examples of that, but this is a lam. It has no dots. So when you have this connector with no, it connects to the next letter, it's on top, then it's a lam.
And it's bigger than the one that we just did.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's the same size. So it's the same thing. If it had dots, then it would be a ta like this. Otherwise, it's a lam. In this case, yeah, in this case, it's a ta because it has the 2 dots. All right. If it doesn't have any dots, then it's a lam. All right. And it'll be more clear as we see more examples. So I wouldn't worry about what if this or what if that. I wouldn't worry too much about the hypotheticals, right? A friend of mine, she used to say, when she was teaching, she used to say, keep your hands and feet inside the train, right? So just worry about what's on the train, and we'll get to the other, you know, what if this, what if that, we will get there. All right? Okay, the next one is, what is this letter with the 2, okay, so before I get there, we have several dots here, and so we have to decide which one belongs to which. So I'm going to erase this real quick, okay? So we have several dots here. What belongs to this line right here? Can you guys tell me which dots belong to what? So what belongs to those 2 dots right there? Sorry, what belongs to that line?
The 2 dots.
Either way, it's the 2 dots, right? These 2 dots, they come first. So we're reading the letters top to bottom, okay? And we're reading the dots right to left here. So the letter here is this line, and it is taking ownership. It's saying these dots are mine. Okay, these dots are mine. Okay, these dots are mine. It's taking that, and it's saying these dots are mine. And so if the dots are 2 dots underneath, what letter is that, Nia?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And then I have my little bird's beak here, okay, with 1 dot underneath. And so what letter is that?
Ho.
1 dot underneath. So not on
Oh.
top. Not the crown,
Ba.
but it's the dot under the beak, right? Which is, see this right here?
Jim.
It's Jim. Okay. And then the last letter is 1 dot underneath. What is that? This one?
Ba.
Ba. Very good. Okay. All right. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All right, for this next one. And before we continue, actually, let's review a little bit before we continue. So let's do that. Okay. So go ahead and read from the beginning of the row. Go ahead, Max.
From the beginning of the 2nd row or
The 2nd
top
row.
row? Okay. That would be ha,
Mm-hmm.
ha, ta,
Tha.
tha, ha, tha,
Mm-hmm.
ka, ba,
Very good.
jim, ta,
Excellent.
ta, ha, ta,
Very good.
ya, jim, ba.
Very good. Excellent.